Hello and welcome down to day 3 of the 19th Hole Golf Society Ryder Cup. We are at Moor, Allerton, where the Blues lead 3.5 to 2.5, and David Grange leads the individual ahead of myself, Ben, with a gap to the rest of the field knowing he need a good result going the last day at Ryder. Now, unfortunately, it seemed me because the weather on the day was absolutely terrible. We got hardly any filming done. What we do have, we will show in a little bit, followed by the debrief held by Mark. We'll do a results show at the end. But first of all, let's see the captain's pairings. So in match 1, Aidan went for Joanne and Don, team handicaps. Almost 60 shots between them, and they will play against Mark and Nigel, called them Team Bagel, as they've scored no points so far. Got to make Team White's favourite for that one. In match 2, you've got the battle of the two captains. You've got Aidan and Danny versus John and Joe. And in match 3, John's gone for a super pairing of his two best players in Davey and Ben. However, they have had a bit significant handicap cut, and they will face off against Team Scotland, Dougie and Graham. That in all leads to myself being dropped by Aidan, despite the fact I've got the most points for Team White. His thinking behind it is that the fact I've had a hefty handicap cut, and that basically I kind of cut it. Probably fair. And also Granty. Now Granty has a wooden spoon, as we will see. Yeah, without further ado, see you at the debrief.
I've got the hat on a minute. See, I model it well, I'm svelte.
The Adonis.
Absolute Adonis.
Modelling all kinds of Mr. Bruin. Sharp. Cutting. We're in the middle of the fairway, the 18th hole at Moor, Allerton. Barely done any videoing because we've got absolutely soaked. The majority of it, and then we forgot about it. But we'll have to say this course has been absolutely sensational. Absolutely sensational. We're going to stay on to watch Bruni go for a 3-wood.
Oh no.
Ah, I didn't get it. Not your day, mate. We've had a good laugh though. We've had a good. Thoroughly enjoyed it. So that's the sign of a good course.
Technically clears up in the club if I win the fucking match. Oh, you're not supposed to keep on.
That's still on. Alright, Nigel, let's finish with a bang. Well, we're ripping this one up between us so far.
So, team match. Don and Joanne won 2 up against me and Nige.
It's 1 for the whites.
Aidan and Danny won 2 up against
2 for the whites.
T and Doug won 2 and 1 against John.
And it's a clean sweep for the whites. Where's the in? Where's he in? Where's the captain? Where is he? Where is he? There's the boyo. Must be happy with that, mind.
You picked them all.
So hence,
Still can't believe he dropped us.
5.5 to 3.5.
5.5 and a 3.5, 2.
Oh, that's a
Right.
right.
Big spin.
Here is the pin, Granty.
Again? Granny, I tell you what, mate, you've cleaned up on that, some of these.
Aidan came very close.
lady.
Zach, nearest the fit.
We didn't even get the nice.
Zach, cheers.
Longest put Aidan.
Done Aidan, lad. El Capitano.
Thank you.
Well done, Ian, lad.
Well done, mate. It was for an 8 and I got a point.
Was it? Was it?
And you hit it that hard, the ball jumped in the air and fell back in the hole. Right, third place, back 9, was Lee. Well done, Lee. 80 points.
Is that another cut?
Second place,
Yeah.
Davy Grange.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No way!
Minus 2.
Also on the back 9.
Aye.
So was Lee.
I was the same. It was like back. It was like back 4 between me and
How
you.
many 5 points was Mr.
30.
Bonarelli?
Well done, Captain.
Well done, done already, lad. Well done, mate. Ah, you did, aye. You were 4. Well done, lad.
So you're getting cut 1 more point.
35 points, wasn't it? 35. Great knock. Hello. Plus 2.
Hey, got that.
I'm not a penny, are we?
I was actually that as well. So what else are we going to do? Alright, last place.
Oh, is he at?
Believe it or not, there was 2 people on 18 points. But Joe won it. Can I just say how many no scores I had? I may as well have only played 9 rows.
I feel like. I tell you what, Ben, I bet you're relieved after that, by the way.
I'm only not getting it because I got a birdie on 1 hole.
And I feel like someone else is a little bit relieved as well down there because she was fretting it.
Oh my god.
Oh, Joe got done. Are you joking?
Shut up, man. He gets this shot.
Unbelievable.
Getting paid to wear the shirt. Oh, you don't with me.
Right, that's in it. Well done, boys.
Obviously.
Cap from Mark there. Again, apologies for the lack of footage, but it really did. It absolutely bucketed it down from start to finish. We were supposed to play 27 holes on the day, but the first 9 we had to write off because the weather. I mean, it really did like lash it down, really significantly lash it down, to the point where we weren't even sure we were going to get the actual 18 holes in, but we did. Had the brollies up, waterproofs were on until pretty much the last hole or 2, but we got round. And I have to say, I've said it in the previous 2 videos as well, but Moor Allerton was outstanding. Like, considering the amount of rain that came down, the drainage was class. The condition of the course was absolutely mint. The hospitality, again, was second to none. And again, if you're ever in that area, I would thoroughly recommend. I think it's 36 holes. There's 3 9s, around that on that course. And I'd love to go back and play the other 9 that we didn't get to play. But yeah, so following the recap, and it was a clean sweep for Team White, well selected by Aidan. As much as there was questions asked about dropping me just because of my handicap, he was 100% right. So well done, Aidan. So it was a 2-up win for Darren, Donnelly, and Joanne against Mark and Nigel. Danny and Aidan also won 2-up against Joe and John, and Team Scotland, Team Jock, Graham and Doug won 2-1 against Davey and Ben. Individual scores: the Darren Donnelly plays once a year, always comes up with a bit of money though, comes up with a performance every single year, and this year look like he won by 5, and absolutely in them conditions a hell of a score. So he gets 14 points for that. Very tight then for the next 4 or 5 places, but Davy Grange, and again another good, very good knock, gets 12 points for that, another an additional 2 shots cut. I think it went back down to the back 3 or 4 where I picked myself, so I get an additional shot cut for that and I get 10 points, but losing an extra 2 points in the leaderboard could be quite key. I probably would have had it the other way around if I had the option, if I had the choice. Danny, unlucky again, very consistent. He's won 30, 31 and 30, coming in 4th for 8 points. Graham with 29, Doug in 28, so to say the Team White there very much so making up the top half of that leaderboard. Stretching down to the bottom, and finally he's got his hands on it. He's threatened it last round where he came tied last, and this time he did also came tied last, but Joe will be modelling the Bruni shirt on finals day. So overall, that gives us the leaderboard looking like this going to the final day at Ripon. Davy Grange leads with 38 points, ahead of myself with 32. It's between us two who can win all. With quite a gap to Ben, who had didn't have a very good day at Moor Allerton. Stretching down to Don in 4th, Graham, Joanne, Dougie and Danny making up the top 8. Heavily white there with the top half of that leaderboard. Stretching down to Mark and Nige, who remain pointless. So finals day at Ripon. Will it be Team Whites that come out with a victory with a 5.5, 3.5 lead? Or will Team Blues on the final day come back? See next time.